Hello my dear friends, oh let me just say, you are truly something else. Just look at you standing there breathing, existing, still here, still whole in spite of it, all in spite of the chaos, the darkness, the ruthless hands that clawed and scratched, desperate to tear you down, to see you break, to watch you collapse, face first into despair and ruin. Yet you're here, you're still standing. So here's the real question: how? Because let's not pretend otherwise. Darkness doesn't play by the rules, it doesn't ask for permission or knock. Gently it storms in like a beast, unleashed, bearing fangs and breathing fury. It strikes with venom in its voice and shadow in its eyes. It doesn't stop. It devours your joy, grins as it turns your dreams to ash. It dances with your fears, forging blades to use against you. Just when you're weakest, when you're barely holding on, that's when it says you're finished, you're lost, you're nothing, and it wants you to fall, to shatter. But you didn't know you held on, you kept going, you kept breathing, you beautiful force of nature. You were meant to be broken, by now buried and forgotten, but look at you, you endured, and now you're smiling like a warrior who's won 1,000 battles. And here's the truth: you want to know how you made it through, how you're still here. I'll tell you this: survival, it isn't kind, it isn't soft, it's violent, it's vicious, it's dragging your soul back from the edge of nothing, screaming through the storm. It's choosing to rise again when you've got nothing left. It's laughing, not from joy but to spit in the face of the void. Survival is rebellion, and they hate that you still exist. Yes, they loathe your very presence. Every inhale, every heartbeat, they failed to steal. Each step you take spits in the face of their illusion. Every time you see the sun rise, you mock their grip. You remind them they couldn't kill the spark inside. Oh, that spark, the light they feared the most, still flickers, and now it rages. They tried to bury you, but the fire grew stronger. They couldn't smother it, they never could, but do you know the secret, the real fuel that keeps you going? It's this right here. It's choosing to look that pain in the eye, to own it, to carry every scar like a medal and say thank you. That's right, say it loud: thank you for every dark, twisted second, because it made you this, because it shaped you. Pain's just noise now. Fear, you mock it, they threw fire and you turned it into power. Every scar became your proof and forged your scars into steel. Every tear became a lesson. Every time they said you wouldn't make it, that became your fuel, the fire that pushed you through. You didn't just survive, you rose, and they call it luck, they call it fate, but fate didn't carry you, you did. Luck didn't bleed for this, you did. This isn't a miracle, it's madness mixed with willpower and grit. You aren't delicate, you're forged from everything meant to destroy you. You were the storm, you were the survivor who never stayed down. They prayed for your fall, but you danced in the ruins they left and laughed back at them. You were never the one waiting to be saved, you were always the one they should have feared, because no matter what they threw at you, no matter how deep they tried to bury you, you kept rising and rising again. So now what now, my warriors, my battle-worn souls? You faced your demons and walked through hell with fire in your lungs. It's time to show the world exactly who you've become. Stand proud, meet the shadows head on, and remind them you're far from finished, because every time you move forward, every breath you take now is an act of defiance, a roar in the silence, a message to all that tried to bury you. You lived, you kept going louder, stronger. You didn't just make it, you became the thing nightmares fear. You were not a whisper, you were a war cry. They tried to shatter you, but you became a force no one could contain, too relentless, too fierce, too alive to break. And now this is your moment to claim. Flash that smile, raise that chin, let them try to stop you now.